Hey guys, Dr. Brown here with Kubo Math, and I had a group of students at my home, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and they brought this problem, and I always say this, I'm sorry, they're all awesome, but this problem was a little bit unique. It's the integral of 1 over the square root of x plus the cube root of x integrated on dx. So how do we do that? I don't know. Let's get after it here. Let's rewrite that as the integral of 1 over x to the 1/2 plus x to the 1/3 dx. Okay. Now these guys, I'll have to admit, they gave me some insight into this for me to work it. If you look at the exponents, if these were just two fractions, 1/2 and 1/3, we would say, the least common denominator is 1/6. So let's let x to the 1/6 equal u. Whoa, that's different. If I raise both sides to the 6th power, x to the 1/6 raised to the 6 equals u to the 6. Well, 6 times 1/6 is 1. So I have x equals u to the 6th power. Okay, dx, derivative of x, dx, derivative of u to the 6th would be 6u to the 5th du. Hopefully my sound doesn't click out. I've had some connection problems. So, all right, we're ready now to take this to the u world. And this is where it's interesting. If I have this little guy here, x equals u to the 6, x equals u to the 6. If I raise x to the 1/2 power, and I raise u to the 6 to the 1/2 power, 6 over 2 now gives me x to the 1/2 equals u cubed. Okay, if I repeat that same process, x to the 1/3, if I raise u to the 6 to the 1/3, I now have 6 over 3, and that becomes u squared. So x to the 1/3 is u squared. Okay, let's take this guy all to the u world here. X to the 1/2 was u cubed plus x to the 1/3, which was u squared. Dx is 6. I'll put the 6 to the outside. U to the 5th du. You can already see the shaping up. Okay, keep the 6 out. We have u to the 5th. Let's factor out u squared. So I have u squared times u plus 1, still all on du. Now, let's subtract, have u to the 5th divided by u squared. So 5 minus 2, so it gives me u cubed over u plus 1 du. Okay, so now if I don't run out of space here, let's just perform long division on this. Well, let me just do it here and then we'll erase after we're finished, I guess. Okay, I have u cubed divided by u plus 1. Now you'll note this is 0 u squared plus 0 u plus 0. It's only u cubed, right? Now then, what u cubed divided by u, if I have a u squared times u would give me u cubed. U squared times 1 would give me a positive u squared. Put a parentheses around that because we're subtracting. U cubed minus u cubed gives me 0. That canceled. 0 u squared minus u squared gives me a negative u squared. Bring down the 0 u. Now then, I have a negative u times u gives me a negative u squared. Negative u times a positive 1 gives me a negative u, parentheses around that because I'm subtracting. Negative u squared minus a negative, which is plus a positive, so those cancel. 0 minus a negative u gives me a positive u, plus 0, I'll bring that down. Okay, so, I'm sorry for the crack in my board, I'm sure you can see that. Plus 1 times u would give me u. 1 times positive 1 gives me a 1. Parentheses around it because I am subtracting. U minus u cancels. 0 minus 1 gives me minus 1. So what do I end up with? U squared minus u plus 1 minus 1 over u plus 1. Can we erase? I guess I need to be careful there. Let me write that over here. U squared minus u, make sure you can see that, plus 1 over 1, that's minus 1 over u plus 1. Okay, that's what we're trying to, that's u cubed divided by u plus 1 is this. So now I'm integrating 6 times that with respect to u. Let's see, I need to erase a few things to get this organized. Let me write x to the 1/2 equals u cubed, and then x to the 1/3 equals u squared. And we're going to need this one for sure. This one right here. X to the 1/6 equals u. Now then, let's get us a spot to work. Now we have 6 times the integral of u squared minus u plus 1 minus 1 over u plus 1 all integrated with respect to u. Okay, that's 6 times, increase this by 1, so u cubed divided by 3 minus u squared over 2 plus, if I'm integrating 1 du, that's u minus natural log of u plus 1. Okay, and it's 6 times everything we see there. 6 divided by 3 is 2, so I have 2 u cubed. U is x to the 1/6, so 2 times x to the 1/6 cubed, which 3 over 6 is 1/2. We'll just go ahead, 2x to the 1/2. 6 over 2 is 3. U squared, u x to the 1/6 squared. So 2 over 6 is 1/3. So I have 2x to the 1/3 plus u, which is x to the 1/6, minus the natural log of x to the 1/6 plus 1. Oh, sorry, we got a 6 in here. 6 times that plus 6 minus 6 times that, all plus c. That was an interesting problem by having to get a common denominator for the exponents, and then know to say, well, I'm going to let x to the 1 over that common denominator equal u. That allowed me then to take this from the x world into the u world. And then back to the x world here. So 2x to the 1/2, so 2 times the square root of x minus 3 cube root of x plus 6x to the 1/6 minus 6 natural log of the absolute value of x to the 1/6 plus 1 plus c. Interesting problem. Okay guys, next video I still owe you on partial fractions with the repeated linear functions. So I've worked that problem out and several more, and so you'll see those soon. Okay, why are we doing this? Together we're trying to build a better tomorrow, and do that how? Through math. Okay, keep studying guys. That's all for now. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks.